I think there are three versions of a hometown. As for me, this is Gangtok, the capital of Sikkim. There's another Gangtok, the hometown. And lastly, there's my personal Gangtok. A Gangtok personally owned by every single one who belongs here. My cursor and ink have been influenced by all three versions of my hometown. And they say an artist's duty, after all, is to reflect the times. These are my times. Let me begin with a story. So once upon a time, not long ago, I was walking the same streets with my camera in my hand. Me and my camera, we can't wait to witness stories we want to later tell our diary. Monsoon was rumbling a few weeks and peaks away, and it was mildly sunny. The ever-busy town was a little silent that day, and I could focus without being distracted or tackled. I see this man who was a different man, not in the way he dressed, nor in the way he looked, but in what he was doing. Lost in his world, between the pages of his newspaper was he found, and he was found reading. There was something so present about him, something so focused and calm. One single man reading his newspaper in public seemed like he was holding the whole town together. Well, at least that day. The rest of the town seemed a little like a desert, and he seemed like the tallest pine in the oasis. My Gangtok has readers too. My camera liked what I had shown it that day. A town that read looked pretty amazing. It looked like a relaxation that was deserved on many of those benches. It looked like people were present. So from that day on, my version of Gangtok has people who are reading, led by the gentleman. Before I put a full stop on his newspaper, let me tell you another story about a young man whom I ran into. He had just saved enough to get his new books. The lady behind him asked to pay for his books, under the condition that one day he's going to do the same for the kid in front of him. I was blank on that story, but I smiled at him, and we talked about his new books for a while, some of which I had gotten the chance to read. His character fits so well into my version of Gangtok. The Gangtok that isn't lost between the last reel and the next. A Gangtok that doesn't find a girl reading on one of its benches pretentious, or a boy doing the same lost. A Gangtok that is still looking forward to widening horizons through the thicket of words and books written elsewhere. A Gangtok that is willing to buy books for the next generation, knowing that the cycle shall not stop there. A Gangtok that accepts the mundane days as importantly as the exciting ones. A lesson we all learn from books. A Gangtok that buys books as expensive as coffee. A Gangtok that buys books as cheap as coffee. My Gangtok is a Gangtok that finds reading in public as normal as reeling in public. My Gangtok is a Gangtok that reads.